Old guy. Nothing better to do than drive around most of the day. See what's new. Head down to the coffee shop twice a day to talk to other old guys about nothing. About what was and what might be. Inconsequential matters with no eternal value whatsoever. Beats sitting around the house watching the television, or trying to find something to do in the garage or the yard. Heading off to death in the slow lane. Old woman going to the grocery store for the third time today. Doesn't really need anything, but it gives her something to do. And if the young girl at the checkout stand isn't busy, maybe she'll talk about the old days. The days back when she also was once young. Maybe she'll make a trip to the thrift store. Or down to get her hair done again this week. That's always a good way to pass a couple of the hours of the day away. Old movies at night with just as old of memories. Nothing better to do but reminisce while waiting for death to arrive. Middle-aged businessman. Off to another one of those endless meetings, daydreaming all the way through them of what could have been, what might have been, what would have been if he hadn't given up so early in life. The career was all that mattered, making a name for himself, climbing the never-ending corporate ladder to the top, only to find out there was always another rung above him. The wife no longer beautiful in his eyes, no longer the prize he thought she was. Kids nothing but trouble and costing him everything he hoped to retire on. Maybe just keep driving. No more meetings, no more wife, no more kids. Just keep driving until the past is far behind him. No real hope of the future before him. Lonely housewife, too much wine, too much time, too much energy and no place to spend it. Maybe a long drinking lunch with her friends, gossiping about whoever comes up in the conversation. Maybe stop by the marketplace and try to coerce that young man into coming over to help her with some of the work that needs to be done around the house. As long as her husband stays out of town, anything to remind her of the beauty she thought she once had, of the longing some men once had for her, hoping she dies before the last of her beauty disappears and leaves her with nothing. The young couple on their way to the party. Just friends for now. But he'll change all that. He'll tell her she's beautiful, that he loves her so much, and she'll believe him because she wants so much to be loved, to be noticed. Until the party's over. She'll wonder how she could have ever let him persuade her like he did. Nothing left of him now but the eyes of the small child who cries too much, who never seems to have enough to eat, who is becoming more of a burden than she ever wanted, while he goes off and seeks the next party, the next one that he can fulfill his desires on, and then leave behind. Children playing in the dirt with an old box and a stick for a toy, while the kids up the street have the newest toys, Mom and the current dad yelling at each other again, another baby on the way. She handles it with the bottle. He copes with the pipe. And as the yelling intensifies, the children play in the dirt of a filthy yard in front of a house that's falling apart, inside and out. A world of fools, begetting fools, striving daily to fulfill the lust of their flesh, driven hourly by the lust of their eyes, the pride of their lives telling them they have value, they have worth. We reach out to them in wisdom and truth for the glory of God, but they don't want to listen. They follow their own path, and if that path doesn't lead them to where they want to be, they'll blame somebody else. It's always someone else's fault.